what Battlefield 1 mechanics I want to be different in the next Battlefield game. We all know that Battlefield 1 isn't perfect. None of the games on the market actually is. But we also know that if we compare Battlefield 1 to the previous Battlefield games, the one was kind of different. Movement, gunplay and pretty much all of the aspects in the game were totally changed, and as we've seen, this didn't really satisfy the community. And I'm not an exception. I like some of the features, but some of them I just don't. And in this video, I want to focus on the 3 things that I would like to be different in the next title. Let's start with the movement, the core mechanic and pretty much the foundation of the whole gameplay. And now you might be asking yourself a question. Didn't they just fix the movement? Didn't they get rid of the ADAD spam, slide spamming? They kind of did. But at the same time, after applying this update, the movement became so sloppy and slow that it's just not the best solution. It's not the way to fix a problem if you cause another problem by fixing the previous one. And that's basically the outcome of that situation. If you guys watched my previous videos, especially those about incursions, you know that I'm 100% certain that Battlefield 2018 will be big in esports, or at least will be prepared to go big in esports. I'm not exactly sure how this will happen, but I do assume that if DICE decided to implement incursions into Battlefield 1, or at least start testing it in Battlefield 1, they want to create something out of it in the next game, and now they are just doing the testing. By the way, this is all based on my personal speculations, there is no confirmation of it whatsoever, so don't take it for granted. At least at the time of recording this video. But, back to the topic. If DICE wants to create an esports friendly environment, they need a proper movement. And it cannot be this sloppy. It just doesn't work. In the current state of the game, it literally feels like as if you were trying to walk or run in the water. Yes, that's just how it feels, especially if you start moving while standing still. And as for the sliding mechanic, well, Battlefield 1 has proven that DICE can't really find a perfect solution for it. They tried nerfing it, and now they nerfed it to the point of it being completely useless. So personally I think that if we can't find this solution in the next game, let's just totally get rid of it. The thing number 2 I think has to be changed. Explosive spam. Yes, Battlefield 1 explosive spam is just terrible. First of all, this game is called a first-person shooter. That means the primary focus of the game should be shooting, not throwing grenades. I totally get it that grenades are part of the combat, they were part of the war, and I don't want them to be removed from the game. I just want them to be balanced. We don't need those to one-hit kill enemies. Of course, we can use them to finish them off or damage them before the firefight, but don't let anyone just get 100 HP damage with simple grenade throw. It's just stupid. Other than that, let's just reduce the amount of explosives in the game. You know how much I would give for the crossbow variant with the smoke grenades? This would be so tactical to play with. And currently, you just load normal grenades and spam it in the general direction of your enemies to hope for a free kill. Not the best idea to go with. And same thing for the mortars. I get it, they were part of the war and you want to keep them in the game, DICE. There is absolutely no problem with that. But make them require skill. Why are they based on clicking on the red dot on the minimap? It doesn't take any skill and effort. People literally sit for the whole round and keep clicking on the minimap. What's the point and where is the fun in the gameplay here? Now it would be fun if you would require a teammate to actually spot those enemies for you, and then you would see them on the minimap. For example, only the guys spotted by spot flare or binoculars would appear on the mortar's minimap. Not everyone. Do you see how simple it is? Both teamplay and skill get increased with one simple change. And moving on to the third thing, that being gunplay. Literally the most important aspect of the shooter game. And I'll keep it simple there. All I want is for my bullets to fly straight where I'm aiming, and also for the weapons to have some normal range. Not 30 meters and that's it for the automatic weapons. That's just stupid. In the previous Battlefield games, you could easily shoot someone with the AR on a distances about 50 to 80 meters and it was effective. Granted, it did take some skill and recoil control to do that, but once you mastered your weapon, you were able to easily do it. And before we get someone saying that CSGO also has some random recoils, random spreads, random bullet deviations, whatever is random in that game, I don't know, I'm not an expert. Just remember that, first of all, in CSGO, if you shoot someone in the head, they are instantly dead. In Battlefield 1, you sometimes need 2 or even more hits to actually take someone out. Only headshots. Second, all of the CSGO maps are actually close quarters. You're not fighting someone at the distance of 200 meters. You just don't even have an option of doing it, because the map doesn't allow for such distances. And in Battlefield, it's a normal thing. So please, before you say anything, just think about it twice. Those games are two totally different stories. I like the system from Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 3, or even Battlefield Hardline. You were shooting a weapon, it took skill to master it, and yes, you could get a laser accuracy once you did, but it took skill, and you were effective. But in Battlefield 1, all you have to do is just go full retard mode with the full auto and that's it. Let's hope the random bullet deviation will actually make you hit the guy. Besides, the current system used in Battlefield 1 doesn't really work in competitive games, and as I said, I assume and suppose that next Battlefield will go big in esports, or at least try doing it. Anyway guys, that would be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments which of the Battlefield 1 mechanics, features or things in the game you want to be different in the next title. Write down the comment, and as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the Battlefield.